Just before I start, I would just like to say, yes, I do have a new-ish sort of background. Like, I rearranged some of the posters and added some new things. Yes, it still looks like this room is a 13-year-old's. 19. This week we'll be talking about lies. Everyone tells them, so it can either be to cover up something or unknowingly lying, or my personal favourite is for entertainment reasons. Now, when, like, you might be questioning why I said unknowingly, it's like, obviously you're always going to say when you're lying. Not always, because there have been multiple times where I've unknowingly lied to someone. When I was in grade 2, I said that I was from another country. I don't really understand why I said this. I have a feeling it's because one of my friends, she had family overseas. So I was like, well, I must have family overseas as well. Therefore, I'm from overseas. Where I'm not. I've always been in Australia. I've actually never left the country, so that's what I mean by unknowingly. Another lie that I've told unknowingly, but then like straight away realised, is when I was in grade 3, we were doing a class project on natural disasters, and I did mine on twisters or tornadoes, depending on what you say. I did it because I had seen The Wizard of Oz and I love that movie, so I was like, I know what natural disaster I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do twisters. Anyway, all was going well, and then it came time for questions. Someone put up their hand and was like, Beth, have you ever experienced a twister? And what was going through my head was, well, I've seen it on The Wizard of Oz, so yeah, I have. So that's what I responded with. I said, yes, I have actually experienced a twister. And then my teacher at the time, she was like, oh my gosh, me too. Whereabouts did you see the twister? And did it have like a whistling, ringing sound? Yeah, and then I was at the front of the class, and straight away in my head I was like, well, great, I've just lied. And for the rest of the thing I was just agreeing with the teacher. Yes, it's a ringing sound. Oh, I don't know where I saw that twister, but I remember what it looked like. A complete lie. Then there were also the intentional lies, like to get you out of things or to cover up something. For example, one of my most favourite lies during the time I went to school, so I had a diary, and if someone gave me a loose piece of paper, I'd fold it up in the front of the diary. If I never did my homework and it was on a piece of paper, I'd just be like, it's in here somewhere. Oh no, it must have fallen out. I'll email it to you or put it in your pigeonhole tomorrow morning. Therefore, they will be like, oh, well, if she offers to email it or to put it in my pigeonhole, then she must have done it. I'm just smart with my lies. But one of my personal favourites of lying to people is purely for entertainment reasons. I've been doing this for I don't know how long, but one of my, like, it started to be like a serial thing in year 7. So at year 7 camp, it was at the very start of the year. I didn't know many people, but me and my best friend at the time, we were like, I know what we're going to do, Beth. We're going to trick people thinking that you are a fruitarian. So that's what I did. I went around to some tables and I was like, yep, I'm a fruitarian. I believe fruit and vegetables have feelings. I didn't actually think anyone believed this lie until a couple of years later. One of my good friends, she was like, Beth, are you still a fruitarian? Can I just say, I'm sorry, but that was pretty funny that you believed it. I'm actually sort of proud of myself right now. Some other lies that I've said hasn't just been like a single effort. It's also been with my sister, who you will probably one day meet. So sometimes me and my sister, we quote movies and things. For example, Mean Girls, and it's like, move it, fat ass. So one day my sister said that to me, and my mum was at home as well, and I was like, Molly, don't say that, that's really mean. And then, long story short, we ended up tricking my mum into thinking that some random woman in the street had actually come up to me and was like, move it, fat ass. That was one of our classic ones. Another one is, which I've probably told you about when I did my alter egos. So there's Sir Jokes. We managed to trick my mum into thinking that I used to get called Sir Jokes at school, which was not the case, but we had come up with this elaborate story of, as soon as I walk into the room, they'd yell out, "Hey, Sir Jokes, tell us something funny." And just I'd start saying jokes and people would automatically find that funny. But that was a lie. And I'm proud of it. Some other lies I might tell could just be if, like, for example at work, people look down at me because of where I work. So instead of saying, yes, I'm on my second gap year, I just make up and I say I do speech pathology, because then they all of a sudden think that I am really smart, and then they ask me questions which I can answer because my sister, she does speech pathology, so it's all good. I would never make up and say I'm actually studying medicine because I've got zero clue. They'd be like, anyway, thank you so much for watching. See you next week. Bye.